You ready?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Why are you grumpy? Alright, we're doing Lisa's
Thank
Night
you.
Talks.
Good God. All right. You can find us on all the social media platforms.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah. So today instead of do you want something to write on? Okay. Instead of talking about our political structure of Cincinnati and things that irritate me and make me angry, like the WB and fireworks,
Yeah.
yeah,
Don't get me started on that.
that monstrosity. We're going to talk about something else that I know all of us can agree on.
Yes.
Well, hopefully everybody. I don't know. I mean, I guess for the people who actually care about themselves and whatever.
Correct.
Talk about this thing called love.
Okay. Yeah.
Seems to be fleeting in this world.
Yes, it is.
So I'm going to read through this little thing I got, talking about love and what it is for people and how it comes to you.
Yeah. I made poor decisions sitting in the sun.
I warned her.
You did. It's fine.
Now she gets to sit in her poor decisions.
Yes, I do.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. Funny thing about love, people expect it. To arrive with roses, candles, soft music, all neat and tidy, like a scene they rehearse in their heads 1,000 times. But that's not how it works. Real love doesn't knock politely on the door. It crashes in when you least expect it. When you're messy, when you're broken, when you've given up on believing anyone could see you for who you are and still stay. That's when it shows. That's when it shows up. Not to fix you, not to rescue you, but to stand in the fire with you and not flinch. Love is a tricky little thing, isn't it? Everyone thinks they're ready for it. They dress themselves up, polish their smiles, hide the cracks, cover the scars, and stand by the door like a performer waiting for an applause. But here's the irony. Love doesn't arrive when you've rehearsed every line, when you've painted yourself perfect for the world. No.
Nope.
It comes when you're most unprepared, when your hands are dirty, your mind is messy, and your heart is stitched together with a fragile thread. That's when it sneaks in. That's when it laughs at your illusions of control. People chase love like they chase money, success, or fame. That's the first part of it.
That's the first part. Yeah, I'd agree with all of those things.
It is kind of wild how that is exactly how love shows up in your life. In case, and this is, I guess, for single people.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's a lot of married people or people that are in relationships that are actually good relationships
Yeah.
where they are hearing this and they're like, huh, that's funny.
Yeah. I mean, everybody says it happens when you least expect it, and then people I know who have been together for years, they're like, when you know, but
Yeah, you think.
yeah,
You think. It takes two.
correct, it does.
Right. Next part is why heartbreak doesn't mean the end. They plan for it, demand it, even try to trap it. They think they can write it down in a schedule like at a 5 hours and 30 minutes, 5:30 p.m. in the afternoon is when it's going to hit. sharp on a Thursday. Love will knock politely at the door and say, "Excuse me, may I enter?" But that's not how it works.
Nope.
Love doesn't care about your timing. Love is chaos in disguise. A visitor that ignores your rules and arrives when your walls are weakest.
Mm-hmm.
When you're tired of fighting, when you're sitting in silence, when you've stopped pretending, that's when it finds you. That's when it whispers, "Now." And the best part, it doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait for you to be ready. Because, let's be honest, no one's ever really ready.
Nope.
Everyone thinks they'll finally deserve love when they lose the weight, or make the money, or heal the wounds, but the truth is, love doesn't show up for the version of you you're trying to sell.
Nope.
It shows up for the one you're trying to hide.
Mm-hmm.
The broken, confused, trembling you.
Yes.
The one with shaky hands and restless thoughts. That's who love chooses.
Mm-hmm.
Not the polished mask, but the raw, untamed soul beneath it. And oh, how uncomfortable that feels.
Oh, absolutely.
Because when it happens, you don't feel prepared. You feel exposed and naked.
Mm-hmm.
You're standing in the spotlight without your costume. And it terrifies you.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty. When love arrives, when you're unprepared, because only then can you experience it.
Yeah.
Without the filters, no scripts, no rehearsals, no control, just the truth.
Mm.
Raw, unfiltered, inconvenient truth. People often ask, why does love hurt? Maybe because it isn't designed to be painless.
No.
If it came when you were prepared, you'd manipulate it, control it, twist it into your image. But when it comes in your weakness, it dismantles you.
Yes.
It forces you to face the parts of yourself you'd rather bury.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And love will absolutely dismantle you, you know?
Yes,
Like,
it
it'll
will.
dismantle everything about you.
Yeah. I mean, the ultimate sign of love was someone who took our place and took all of that pain and suffering.
I'm not going to go on the God thing here because we're not discussing
That's fine,
it,
but that's where my mind's going.
let's not go that way.
No.
But it is kind of funny you just did mention God, because the next part of it's called God's timing for sending the right person. Like I was saying, love comes at your weakness and dismantles you and forces you to face the parts of yourself you'd rather bury. And in that breaking, in that trembling surrender is the hardest thing to do.
Yes, it is.
You finally learn what love really is. Not a performance, not a possession, but a presence.
Mm-hmm.
Something alive, breathing, unpredictable. Think about it. The greatest loves in history weren't tidy, planned affairs.
No.
They were accidents, collisions, disasters that turned into miracles.
Mm-hmm.
People falling into each other's lives like storms. ruining the order, rewriting the script, and maybe that's the point. Love comes when you're unprepared because it isn't meant to fit into your little box.
No.
It's meant to destroy the box to show you that life's sweetest moments can't be calculated or controlled. So imagine this. You're sitting alone, maybe even broken. Maybe convinced nothing good will ever find you. You're not dressed for the occasion. You're not smiling for the camera. You're just surviving. And then that's when it happens. That's when the unexpected enters. When love walks in unannounced, no warning, no preparation, no safety net, and you realize something. Maybe all along, the reason love waited for that moment was simple. Because only in your unpreparedness could you finally let it in. Funny thing about love, it never arrives wearing the face you imagined.
No.
You got a picture in your head, this neat little frame of how it should look, how it should sound, how it should treat you. You scribbled down the details like some wish list to the universe, expecting a perfect delivery. And I think that's what most people do.
Yeah, I'd agree. And that's because society has told them what they have drawn up all these fantasies and told them what love should be.
Yeah. I think I have mentioned it on this podcast before, but one of the greatest cinematic things I've ever seen was a show on Paramount called Why Women Kill, the first season.
Yes.
Because it goes over 3 different couples and the choices that they make and the things that they go through and all those things like that.
3 different eras, which is neat.
Yeah, and it's incredible.
You need to go see it.
Everyone should
Go
watch
watch
that first season.
Yes.
And I'm a dude saying that.
Yeah.
You know, like, and if you watch that, you see people who actually love each other.
Yeah.
Even when one of them kills one of them, you know, it's like,
Exactly.
like, she still loved him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great show. Everyone
is.
should watch that one.
Highly recommend it.
The power of divine alignment in love. As I was saying, you scribbled down the details like some wish list to the universe, expecting a perfect delivery. But when the door opens, the person standing there never matches the script. They laugh differently, they fight differently, they love differently, and for a moment, you don't even recognize what's right in front of you. But maybe that's the point. Maybe what you asked for was too small, too shallow, too predictable. And life decided to surprise you with something greater, something stronger, something truer. That's where the real twist hides. You think love should be soft, easy, gentle. All the people over there at the Red Stadium today. Like a lullaby that keeps you safe. But what if love comes in a sharp edges and fire and in storms? What if the person sent to love you doesn't just cradle you, but challenges you? Breaks the illusions you've been clinging to. Pulls you out of the shallow waters you've been drowning in. People scream they want love. But what they really mean is comfort.
Mm-hmm.
They want someone to nod, to agree, to never push them. But real love doesn't always play that game.
No.
Sometimes real love feels like a mirror you can't escape.
Mm-hmm.
It shows you the sides of yourself you'd rather ignore. The cracks in your mask. The truths you've buried. And at first, you might hate it. You might think this isn't love. But maybe that's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
See, the problem is expectation. Everyone has it.
Yes. Yeah, they do.
I'm taking your silence as you're just,
Agreeing with you.
yeah, and you're just like, oh, wow, this is good.
Yeah,
Okay,
it is.
good.
I mean, a lot of what you're saying I already know and have heard. So, like, I've never heard you, like, this is the first time you're reading this to me, but it's stuff I already know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
This next part is how love can heal past wounds. You think love is going to look like your favorite movie, act like your favorite song, feel like the dream you've been feeding since childhood. But when it comes in a form you didn't expect, you panic.
Mm-hmm.
You reject it. You label it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yet maybe the very thing you don't recognize is the thing you actually needed. Because love isn't supposed to match the fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Love is supposed to meet you in reality.
Correct.
In reality, well, that's never neat.
No.
Let's be honest. If love showed up exactly as you imagined, it would bore you.
Mm.
Because there'd be no mystery, no challenge, no growth.
Mm.
It'd be predictable. And what's predictable quickly dies. But when love surprises you, when it flips your expectations upside down, that's when it sinks its claws in. That's when it changes you.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the person you least expected might be the one carrying the very lessons your soul was starving for.
Absolutely.
And it won't come wrapped in pretty paper. No.
No.
It'll
kick in the door.
come as a disruption,
Mm-hmm.
as something that rattles you awake. And isn't that what we really need?
Think so.
Not someone who makes us comfortable, but someone who makes us alive.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who forces us to question the lies we've told ourselves. Someone who refuses to let us stay asleep.
Mm-hmm.
That's love.
Absolutely.
Not the copy of the dream you've been recycling in your head, but the unexpected, unpolished, unpredictable reality standing in front of you. Think about it. How many people prayed for love, begged for it, but when it came, they said, "This can't be it."
Mm-hmm.
Then they pushed it away, only to realize later it was exactly what they needed.
Yeah.
Because love rarely wears the costume you imagined.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't need to. It doesn't play by your rules.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Recognizing the one God sends is this next part.
I like how you're like, don't talk about the God stuff.
I know. And here we are.
That's why my answer was no.
That's why I said I didn't want to talk about it, because I was like,
I get it, but
yeah,
my brain just already knew where it was going.
yeah. It comes in forms you never thought possible, from places you never thought to look at, times you never expected. And maybe that's the joke.
God has a sense of humor.
He does have a sense of humor. Love isn't meant to be what you pictured. It's meant to undo the picture.
Mm.
To rip it apart and replace it with something rawer, more real, more alive.
Mm.
You don't always recognize it at first, but it doesn't fit your dream.
Correct.
But eventually you understand why it came the way it did. Why it wore a different face. Why it broke your illusions.
Mm.
Because if it looked like what you wanted, it wouldn't change you.
Nope.
And the truth is, love's not here to decorate your world. It's here to rebuild it.
Mm-hmm.
You never notice how the people we expect to love us you ever notice how the people we expect to love us the most are often the ones who keep the most secrets. The ones closest to you. The ones you trusted with your whole soul.
Mm-hmm.
The ones you thought would never hide a thing. They smile, they nod, they hug you. And all the while, they're bearing truce under layers of silence. They tell you it's for your own good.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you it's to protect you. But deep down, you feel it. You feel the weight of something unspoken.
Mm-hmm.
And when the day finally comes that the truth is ripped out from the shadows, it doesn't come softly.
Nope.
It comes like a crack in the sky, splitting open everything you thought was solid. Suddenly, the love you had, the trust you gave, feels tainted. And yet, maybe that's the test.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the real measure of love isn't found in the pretty lies, but in how you survive the ugly truths.
Absolutely.
It's funny, isn't it? We think honesty is simple. We think people who love us will always be honest, will always tell us everything. But love is rarely simple.
Mm-hmm.
People hide things, not just to protect themselves, but to protect you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
This next part is love as protection and purpose. At least that's what they say. But protection and control look very similar
Mm-hmm.
when you're on the receiving end.
Absolutely.
And the more you dig, the more you realize that sometimes the silence is louder than any confession.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the things left unsaid carve deeper wounds than any spoken betrayal.
Mm.
And then comes a moment of revelation.
I'm waiting for some of those.
The day when what was hidden is finally dragged into light. You can feel it before it even happens. Something in the air shifts. Your chest tightens. Your mind races. Because on some level, you always knew. You just didn't want to face it. We don't miss the truth because it's invisible. We miss it because it's inconvenient. It threatens the illusion we cling to.
Yes.
And illusions are comfortable,
Yes, they are.
aren't they? They're safe. They let you keep smiling, keep playing along, keep pretending everything is fine until the truth doesn't ask for permission anymore. It breaks in. The real sting isn't in the truth itself. It's in realizing someone chose to hide it, that someone believed you couldn't handle it. Or worse, that you didn't deserve to know. It forces you to question everything, every word, every gesture, every shared moment. Was it all real? Or was it all painted over with careful lies?
Yeah.
The reason God never leaves you alone is this next part. That's the madness of it all. One truth can make you doubt a lifetime of memories. And yet, here's the paradox. Sometimes that very destruction is necessary because the version of love built on lies can never last.
Correct.
It crumbles the moment reality touches it. But think about this. Maybe the person who hid the truth wasn't your enemy after all. Maybe they were weak, scared, desperate to hold the pieces together, even if it meant breaking you later. Love doesn't make people strong, not always. Sometimes it makes them cowardly. Sometimes it makes them believe the silence is mercy. But mercy doesn't heal. Mercy delays the wound. And when it finally tears open, it cuts twice as deep. What do you do then? Do you hate them? Do you forgive them? Do you walk away? There's no simple answer
Nope.
because love doesn't operate on clean rules.
No, it doesn't.
It thrives in the mess. You might rage, you might collapse, you might even laugh at the absurdity of it all. But underneath the chaos, one truth remains. When the hidden finally surfaces, you are no longer the same.
Correct.
The knowledge changes you. The silence that once blinded you has been shattered, and with it, the illusion. You can't go back to knowing, you can't go back to innocence of ignorance.
No, you can't. Not one bit.
The next part is find words of hope and love. And here's the sick twist. You're stronger for it because now you see. You see people not just as the roles they played for you, but as flawed. Fragile creatures who hide, who lie, who love in crooked ways.
Mm-hmm.
You see love not as some perfect fairy tale,
Nope.
but as something raw, something jagged, something real. The secrets you weren't supposed to know have forced you to grow. They've burned away the pretty surface and left you face to face with the truth. And truth, no matter how ugly, always cuts deeper than a lie.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Some deep shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good find.
Yeah. It's a good one.
It is. It is.
I think we are. I think we're in the middle. I think we are in the middle ground.
Yeah.
I'm not talking just me and you. I'm talking about everyone.
Everybody. Yeah.
Everyone's in the middle ground.
Correct. We are. We're in the middle space
Because
because we're not at the beginning and we're not at the end, obviously.
yeah. Because and like this just isn't for me.
No.
But like you can look at a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
that go through this.
Correct. Because, Will, you were reading it. I'm not thinking of it in a romantic sense. I was thinking it in two different ways. I was thinking of it in the godly sense, obviously. That's where my brain typically goes first. But then I'm also thinking of it on the sense of friendships.
Yeah. Love can also be friendships.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, if you have friends that are good for you,
Correct.
they're going to challenge you
Absolutely.
to be better humans and to be better people
Correct.
and to grow.
Correct. They're going to validate things that you think your brain is going crazy about, but they're going to validate, no, that's truth. And I'm the voice of reason at the moment.
Right. Now, if you have people around you who don't care about your well-being,
They're going to speak.
they're going to lie to you.
Correct.
Because odds are, they're in the same place that you're going to end up.
Exactly.
And misery loves company.
Absolutely.
So they would rather see you unhappy
Correct.
and not have what they don't have.
Yep. I am at that point in day and age where if there is a conflict, if you do not want to sit down and have a conversation with me, and I'm not talking on the phone, we're texting, an actual sit down conversation and we work it out, I don't even want to bother.
Yep, me either.
I still love you, still care about you, but you are on your own journey and I will not be around
Yeah.
for that. I can love you from afar.
Yep. Like I said, I'm tired of trying to help people.
Exactly. You and I both are.
Yep. I'm tired of trying to help because, yeah, you know, you can't do anything with anybody's own free will or the
Correct.
choices they make.
My issue is also I can't over spiritualize it also.
Yeah, you.
I
Yeah,
can tend to do that, yes.
Yeah, I know. I keep trying to get you to not do that. I'm not trying to get her to steer away from
No.
spirituality. The reason why I say that to her is because I'm like, dude,
Not everybody thinks-
everyone thinks like
Correct.
that.
Correct. And I know that.
So
But that is where I am learning with how I grew up. I'm learning to not like completely steer away from what I grew up and how I was taught, but you have to learn to meet people at the level that they are at
right.
and the place that they are at.
Yes. I try to dwell within reality of like people who are not on that realm
Right.
and be like, okay.
Which is probably why in a former life you were a great preacher. You either scared people shitless or you met them where they were at.
This is why I'm not a preacher, because
I know.
I'd be like, because I would just be so hard truth about things. I'd be like,
That's what this country is missing, though.
I know that it is.
They've
it
gotten
is.
away from it. So it's great when you hear a pastor that we heard a couple weeks ago speak it, and then the place where I go, he speaks it.
Right. Because like that's truth.
Correct.
Like
He's not going to pussyfoot around it.
right. And this is why I don't go to church.
I know.
Because people that do preach, they don't.
They're embarrassed. They don't want to preach on things that are real.
Right. They don't say things that real humans go through. They just talk about, all right, let's read the Bible. See, these people did this. Hey, it's 2025.
Yeah.
You know?
You're right.
And like,
Damn it, it's hot.
yeah.
Shut up.
And like, you know, you can't get people to understand something if you can't relate.
Correct. That is what our world is, at least our society is built on, is Me Too-isms, where you can relate to them.
Yeah. Which I understand, right? I mean, like,
Absolutely.
I don't want to hear somebody say something and be like, oh, well, this and this and this, and be like, let me talk to somebody who can relate to this, because I don't care to hear somebody's opinion on
No.
something that they haven't gone through.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And you can always tell when you are talking to someone who has gone through the same things that you have, because you can see it. They're just like,
Correct.
oh, I know that
You
hurts.
can just feel that energy off of
Yeah,
them
like
also.
I know that hurts.
Yes. That's why empathy can go a long way.
Yep. Which is also the problem, you know, when you love somebody, you're very empathetic of where they're at,
Correct.
you know, and you're like, I see what's going on here.
Correct.
I'm trying to get you to realize it and grow from that.
Correct. But that is why love is also blind.
Yeah.
Because your
That's-
heart and your mind will deceive you.
Yep. Just like that just said.
Correct. That's why you have to listen to your soul.
You won't even see it.
Correct. You won't.
What's sitting right in front of you, you won't realize that maybe that was what God sent you because it's what you needed.
Exactly. You're absolutely right.
And like, and if I think about myself and the relationships I've had, most of the ones that ever hurt me the most, typically, it was what, I mean, I needed it, but it's what the other person needed.
Yeah.
And aside from some other scenarios,
Right.
most of the time, it's because they just didn't see what was in front of them.
Correct.
And then when I tell them, hey, this is going to happen if you choose this,
They don't want to listen.
they don't listen. And then let time go on. Next thing you know, I mean, like one of my favorite people in the world, I told her flat out, if you choose to do this, in 5 years, you are going to contact me and say, hey, you were right. Almost 5 years on the dot.
Yep.
She did that.
Yep. I was with you, and you're like, oh my God. And I was like, what? You're like, this person's texting me. I was like, oh. Because you had told me the story.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. Well, I could believe it.
Right.
I saw it coming, but I was,
it's- Yeah. But the fact that you had an eyewitness.
yeah, it's wild.
It is?
I don't think we're talking about the same thing, but okay.
Okay.
We're not talking about the same thing.
I think we are. But anyways.
No, we're not talking about the same
Okay,
thing.
then we're not. Move on.
But, and the funny thing is, I haven't heard from them since. I haven't heard from them since. I was like, oh, you finally got out what you needed to get out. You realize you're wrong, and now you're sitting in your choices.
Yep.
And I mean, if any of this is resonating with anybody who actually does hear this, and you happen to be single, or you have whatever, if you look back at your previous relationships, and if we're saying this, and someone's popping into your mind, you might want to make a phone call.
Right.
You might want to make a phone call.
Just maybe. Just maybe.
Just a word of advice for everyone out there.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right.
Who knows? Maybe you might find them in the same place that they were when you left them.
No.
Not like that.
Okay.
I mean, like, they're single and
Yeah.
they're also whatever. You never know. You might find them in
You're
the same
right.
spot.
You never know. You can't
But imagine,
factor out the what if.
but the thing about it is, if we're talking about God here, God separates for reasons.
Correct.
Typically, it's because both parties had to learn something. Both
Yeah.
parties had to grow in certain areas.
Yeah.
And maybe that separation period was meant to be there for that very reason.
Correct. But that's between them and God, so yeah.
Will you stop going on the spiritual side of shit,
No.
please? Because what I'm saying is, please, what I'm saying is that it's up to you to correct your wrongs. It's up
Correct.
to you to fix yourself.
Absolutely.
You ultimately have your own free will and choice.
You are correct.
And God's going to let you do whatever you're going to do.
Yes, He is.
And depending on that is how He's going to determine your future. Or the universe.
You basically just saying what I said in more
Or
words.
karma.
Saying what I said in more words.
I'm speaking for reality of the people who actually listen to this.
Okay.
But like,
And I'm speaking to the people who think on a deeper level. That's why you and I mesh well together.
have we met any of them?
Very few.
Thank you. That's why I'm saying, please.
But this is out on social media, so anybody and everybody can see
That's
it.
true. Which brings up a good point. For everybody around the country and in Morocco, and in
South Africa.
and in Canada, and then all around the United States that listen to us, because I'm sorry that most people in Cincinnati don't like us, but like, that's not our problem.
Nope.
But we're very thankful that you all do watch this.
Mm-hmm.
We know you all watch this all around the country. Honestly, that makes me more happy anyways, because
More entertaining.
I love this city.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as a lot of people view their world as just this city, I have been to many places.
You have traveled.
So all the people up there in Wisconsin, in Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, California, Washington, Nevada, Arizona, Oklahoma, Kansas,
Hawaii.
Hawaii, New York, Pennsylvania, South Dakota, Minnesota, Illinois, Texas,
Did you say Colorado?
not yet, Colorado. And I think that's it. And if I missed any of you all, just let me know.
Yeah.
But thank you all
Mm-hmm.
for listening to this.
We are thankful.
We are thankful. I wish more people in Cincinnati listen to this,
I agree,
but that's okay.
that's okay. In due time.
In due time. All the rest of the people I just mentioned, and yes, you down in there in Morocco, thank you. We greatly appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
Because at least what we're saying, somebody can just be like,
They hear it and they ponder on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to get away from the corruption that we're dealing with, and the
Correct.
crazy world, and the
Yes.
politics, and
Yes.
the conspiracy theories. And,
Correct. It was giving me anxiety.
yeah, and the CIA using witches and Satanists.
Let's not bring me back to anxiety.
MK Ultra, sorry. Unclassified documents, you can't say I'm wrong, sorry. If not, you're saying unclassified documents by them is wrong, which then is also wrong to do.
Are you done now?
No. Yes.
Thank you.
But yeah, we just wanted to, put this out there because,
A light and fluffy episode.
talk about a thing called love, which I think most of us need in this world and are trying to find.
Yes, we do. I wanted to end it with a Bible verse, but you're like, no, Jesus stuff.
Yeah, please.
I'll do what I want.
Do whatever you want.
It's my phone.
It's
But this one doesn't have service, so I can't look it up.
Perfect. Well,
And on that note.
it's Natty Talks Against the World, and we're looking at the city, and it's awfully hot out here, and there aren't that many people at the Red Stadium where I'm supposed to be right now. Shit, I'm supposed to get to work.
Yeah, you might want to
Fuck,
on
I
that.
gotta go.
Okay.
I gotta go.
All right.
I gotta go. Oh my God, I'm gonna get fired. No, I'm not. They don't pay me enough anyways.